Are we checking?
Yeah, check. A very good morning to all of you. Okay, respected dignitaries, management, guests, staff, and all dear students. Thank you so much for having me here today, and it's an honor to speak on this prestigious platform. Immense gratitude for that. So I'm going to start with, how is the Josh? And you have to say, hi, hey, okay? I am one. Okay, I have a mic, but still, you have to be louder than that. Are you ready? Yes. Oh my God. Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
You have to beat him, I think. Okay, how is the Josh? Hi, hey. Okay. I want the building to collapse. Possible? How is the Josh? How is the Josh? Great. The Josh is now a little higher, I think. Okay. To begin with, my journey, actually, I'm from Nagpur, and it started with a very twist, in the sense that I always wanted to join NCC for a reason that I like the beret of NCC. If you see Army Wing, they have this beret, and that was my fascination. But unfortunately, in school, I was not able to join. So while in college, they said, from every college, we want 5 girls or 5 females, only then we would take you in NCC. I came back crying home. 11th standard, 11th grade. They're not taking me in NCC. My father went and, he spoke. He said, you're not taking my... he was not any influential person or anything, a very common man, because ordinary people do extraordinary things. And he went for me. He went there, he said, if you are not taking my girl in NCC, I'm going to file a complaint. There are 2 girls and you have to take her. They said, rules don't permit. He said, give me a number of your commanding officer. I'm going to talk to him. If he says no, I'm going to go to the headquarters, wherever it takes. He himself was a Home Guards officer and a secretary of Nagpur Flying Club. He used to fly. So they finally agreed, and NCC changed my life. I was junior under officer. I did national level camps, and there was no looking back. That thing inculcated something in me where I wanted to join the defense services. Unfortunately, I lost my father very early after that, right before even my first year exams, just before my first year engineering exams. And that dream stayed with me. It was his dream that, I wear the uniform. It was irrespective of Army, Navy, Air Force. But as well, it was my passion. It was his dream as well, which I wanted to live. And when I applied for Air Force, I got selected. In SSB, I got rejected for the medicals, 2 kg overweight. I came back, reduced my weight, went back, cleared it. When the joining letter came, my mother was a bit skeptical. How do I send you? Because, see, for a female having that male in the house, she's been a teacher for 36 years. Still, taking that decision for me to let me go was a big one. Because while I did camps and everything, my father was all along there, and probably she felt that sense of support. That time, my maternal uncle stepped, and he just said one thing. There are many girls who will do engineering. Not everyone gets a chance to serve the nation. Let her go. Let her live her dream, because tomorrow, if she's here and she's just doing, this normal job, she'll still be crying within, or probably she will not feel happy about it. And my mother agreed to that. And trust me, before I went for Air Force, I was seeing alliances. There were people, the families were coming at my place, and I refused to take the tray and all, which was a typical system then. No, I'm not antique, okay? I'm not from Stone Age. But there was a system. We used to take that tray and serve the boys' side and with tea and all. And I would say, I won't take the tray. I'll tell my cousin, you take the tray. If you get selected, fine. But I will not carry the tray. So one day I told my cousin as well that, see, I don't want to go through all this. I really don't like what is happening. And I don't want to get married as well right now. So she said, find a boy for yourself. Then that's the way. Fall in love or go through the grind. But fortunately, meanwhile, I had already cleared my engineering. I was doing my MBA in IT. And that's when my Air Force call came. Before that also something interesting happened. While I was in MBA, I got my first job as a telecaller, 5,000 rupees a month. And I was on cloud 9. I was like, wow. I went to my mentor. Sir, I got a job. He said, what is it? I said, sir, it's a telecaller job. Refuse it. You're not meant for that. I said, sir, 5,000 rupees. I got a job. I was so excited and I was so happy. He said, just refuse it. You're not taking it. You're not meant for that. And I just followed him. We all listen to our mentors. I think at least I do. And I'm blessed to have such people in my life. So I actually refused that. And then when Air Force job finalized, I got to get into the services. He called me. So Sonali, wet party or dry party? I searched, what does it mean? Where do I search also? There was no that Google, I think so. So I was like, okay, later on I understood what it actually meant. So that's how my journey started in the Indian Air Force. So I'm just quickly going to share an anecdote. There are many though, but this I felt I should share with you, all of you. So I was posted to Jaisalmer, and it's also, they used to call it Ja Sale Mar, pun intended, because go and die. The place is deserted and it didn't have ACs, no malls, nothing like an urban city or something. So good, you got Jaisalmer posting, fine, happy, be happy types. So when I went there, we had this system which is quite in the open, and the system was, I used to be an ADHS officer, that is automatic data handling system. So while working over there, one day Friday afternoon I came home. As I stepped into the house, I got a call from my unit that the system is malfunctioning. So I said, okay, I'm coming back. I immediately rushed back to the unit. On the way, I told my senior technical officer, STO, that, sir, there's a fault and we are going to rectify that. After 2 hours, my STO called, what's happening? Where are we? I said, we are still working on it. He said, okay. From 2 hours to 2 days, or rather 1.5 days, the next day till end, it was declared a TBD, that is a technical breakdown. And, okay. Oh, any breakdowns there? No. All good? Cool. So, a TBD is something considered very serious because you cannot have your system down for a longer period. You have to get it back ASAP. And here we were working for hours together, finding the circuit, finding, the fault and working on it relentlessly. My STO was there around us and he was just talking to us what's happening and all. Finally, another expert was roped in. And the officer worked on the system and the system got up and working. I had observed the person and he had followed exactly what I did. I went to my STO. I said, "Sir, I did exactly what he did. I did the root cause analysis. I did this. I worked. I found out the fault and the system didn't work. Why so?" He said only one thing. If a scooter needs 25 kicks to start, if you give 24 kicks, another person comes and gives the 25th kick, the credit goes to him or her. You can't do anything about it. And it's about the organization. Look at the bigger picture. Look at the nation, the system. And that's all he told me. I back then probably did not realize or understand the entirety of it because I was frustrated, I was angry, I was not comfortable. I was not comfortable that the system did not work. But now, today I realize what he did. And I'm immensely grateful for all my STOs who were there, who stood by me like rock solid. He handled the pressure. He did not percolate it down to me. He never questioned my capability, my strength. And it was never about me. It was about us. So leadership is not a position. It's an action. You got to dirty your boots when you say you are a leader. You can't stand by the side of the road and tell your men walk in the mud. You have to be in the mud. You have to stand there, face the wind, face the mountain, face that rock and face that valley. Tell your people that what is happening and you have to guide them. That's what leadership is all about. There is a beautiful quote by Nelson Mandela. Do not count or do not judge me by how many times I am successful. Judge me by how many times I failed. I fell down and then I got up. So these and number of failures, I think they defined me. I stayed across 10 cities. I started my PhD and I couldn't carry it on because there was no internet in that remote area. Can you imagine, because of lack of resources, I couldn't continue my education at that time. Having enrolled, having submitted my synopsis, having passed the entrance, having given my interview, I couldn't. Yes, later on you can, but then later on what happens, you won't know. I mean, you cannot define your everything and anything in life. So this is how technology even today is in this VUCA world. And when I say VUCA world, it's vulnerable, uncertain, complex, and ambiguous. The way that technology is changing today, let me ask you a few questions. Are you ready? Are you ready? Oh my God. Teachers can put their hands down. Okay, that's great. Next question. How many of you have lost track of time while scrolling? Sometimes at least. उनका हाथ ऐसे ऊपर जा रहा है. Okay, even me. How many times, or maybe sometimes, the algorithms have influenced your decisions or thinking process? Yes. You have to be that leader who create other leaders. You have to be that technical leader who will not master you. You have to master the technology, and at the same time, when we are talking of resilience or when we are talking of leadership, you have to understand it is never going to be about you. It is going to be about your team, your people. So you have to have faith in them, trust them, their capabilities, their worth, motivate them, respect them, value them. While going through, these videos and all, there is one person called as Mr. Simon Sinek. And I really admire the way he speaks. One of the sentences he said was, catch people doing right thing. What we often do is ulta. Hey, you're in phone. You at the back. Excuse me, at the back. Please don't be on phone. You are sleeping. What we do? No, it was not serious. I'm just... What we do, we catch people doing wrong things. We embarrass them all the time. You are sleeping. You're not dressed properly. You are on phone. You didn't do your homework. How many times we catch people doing right things? You did a wonderful job. You're standing there all the time. I appreciate that. As a volunteer, I saw her arranging the chairs. I saw you creating a new program. It's a sense of value and responsibility. And trust me, it does. Because people are sincere, but they look forward for appreciation. Give your team that chance, that space to innovate. And I really appreciate how Sir has said, ask questions. It's very dangerous, In defense also, we are not allowed to ask questions because the system is such. The system is, and not like I would say a production-based system where every month you see how many sales are done. So the defense system is entirely different. It's not something like we actually have to count how many soldiers were martyred, and that's very heavy. That's a heavy price people pay. And that's how you get protected as well. So my point here is that when you're handling technology as women leaders or as leaders, be extremely sensitive towards people, empathize, value them, know them, and don't become robots yourself. So again, I'm going to share something very interesting. This is known as Stockdale paradox. So what a Stockdale paradox is? In the Vietnam War, there is one Vice Admiral James Stockdale. And during the war, he got POW, that is prisoner of war. He got captured by the enemy. So, okay, fine, people are captured and they stay and all, but he, along with the other soldiers, he was tortured brutally. Legs broken, face, smashed, beaten brutally, questioned, and the rank he carried had a lot of strength because he would have a lot of information as well. So for the 7.5 years, he survived and he came back. So what's the big deal? The big deal was they were not knowing when they are going to be let out. It's mentally very harassing. Tomorrow, if I tell you your exam starts on 21st of Feb, fine. When does it end? It'll carry on. Are you going to be comfortable? No. You need the deadlines, right? We all need deadlines. Okay, it'll end on 20th. Then I'll go to the mall. I'll watch a movie. Or, I'll create reels. You have your plans because you know the deadline. But there was no deadline when they are going to get out. So when he was asked in the interview, how did you survive? That's when he said, the pessimist had no chance to survive. The optimist, who were the ones who died first. Why? Because they kept saying, okay, we'll be out after Christmas. Christmas came and went. We'll be out after Thanksgiving. Thanksgiving came and went. We'll be out after New Year. It came and went. And when that happened repeatedly, 1 year, 2 year, 3 year, they started losing hope. So his mental fortitude explained two things. Parallelly, he worked on two things. One is the brutal reality that he was there, and second was his unwavering faith to look at the end, that he is going to get out of it. And trust me, it's not easy. When you are mentally, physically being tortured, to have that mental strength and be there, he said to himself that together, he is looking at the end, I am going to get out of this. How? I don't know. When? I don't know. I'm going to get out. But at the same time, his mind was preparing to be there, face that brutal reality, to face the consequences, what he was going through. Try this anytime, and trust me, it's never easy when we are in difficult situations. We freeze. And one simple example even I can give you. Just 2 years back, October, I think 19th October, my phone got hacked. I didn't realize. I froze because I was not prepared. I didn't know. I absolutely didn't know. There is one phenomena in flying, they say, this can never happen with me. So when the pilots fly, they are taught not to think like that because the weather might change suddenly. There would be a bird hit. There can be anything. So this can never happen with me. Doesn't work. And I was confident because I was very careful. No opening of links, no passing messages, or no giving OTPs and all that. Oh, I'm educated. I'm smart. Not smarter than the hacker probably. Trust me, I froze. I was shivering because I could see and I could do nothing. See, if a person faints or if a person gets hurt, you can do something about it, right? You'll be there physically. If you see that device just working on its own and things moving, what are you going to do? So this one thing which also comes to my mind is, technology changes, but how many of us are aware how to use it, how to tackle the hacks or the difficulty? How many of us are actually aware of it? Maybe the layman, you people are from computing. I have very little knowledge about the latest technology probably, but those who work in that field, the core field, they have the knowledge. What about the common man? I take a pro phone. Half of the features I would not know how to use. I'm lost. Who's going to train them? If something gets hacked, who's going to get them? Where is the training happening? There is no training. Nothing is there. You are on your own, learning on your own, getting hacked on your own, recovering on your own, and that's it. So as technological leaders, I would really like you to think about this, that how can you build this sustainable system, ecosystem, where if the technology comes in picture, if you want, you build a product so that people can use it, right? People can use it, high-end products. But it's not just about clicking buttons or saying, hey Siri, call so and so. It's just not about that. What if Siri starts talking back? Go, I won't call. Then what? It can malfunction, right? How to deal with that situation? I think we all need to learn that as well. So, before I give you another homework, I'm going to talk something about dare to stare. So what is dare to stare? Stare is STARE, and that's an acronym I work on. Dare to stare in the face of adversity, challenges. When you face a challenge, what do? If you do not take your own decisions, someone else will take it for you. Trust me. Until the time it is at a lower level, it's fine. But when it gets amplified, it's going to be a problem. When I say lower level, you go with your friends to a restaurant, okay? You sit there. You're not able to decide what to eat. 5 minutes, 10 minutes, fine. She'll say, oh, I know she likes pizza. I'm going to order a cheese pizza for her. Your best friend took a decision for you. It was harmless, right? You like pizza, she knows, and you had it. 10 years down the line, what happens? Your boss asks you, I want to send you to US for an assignment, for a project. You got to decide. You got to decide for yourself. You can't tell stories. Sir, wo ghar mein bachcha hai, sir. My in-laws are not there right now. Can we wait for 10 more days once they are back? No one is interested in stories. Trust me, you have to fend for yourself. You have to fight your own battles. You fight your own battles. Yes, we all have our support system. We all have our people with us. But as individuals, here, we fight our own battles. And that's how you take decisions. You have to analyze. You people are good in that, right? You have to look at the problem, analyze, check out resources, decide, take a call and put it forward. Because if you stay quiet, someone else is going to speak up. Be smart, be active, be agile. And that's where I speak of the STAIR framework. The S stands for standing your ground. That is, anchor yourself when a problem comes. When a problem comes in front of you, stand there, don't run away. Face it, accept it. Okay, ho gaya. Today it happened with me. I wanted to take a cab. I told the photographer guy, see, when I get down from the car, you take photographs, huh? I want to put it on. Hey, be careful. My speech is so effective, people are falling down. Thank you. But I hope all okay? Yeah, cool. So trust me, I said this, and while I was booking the cab, it was getting cancelled again and again. So I had to face it. I said, what do I do? I have to reach before 10. That's my deadline. I took an auto. मैंने बोला सोनाली इज्जत चली जाएगी. Let it be. Let it be. So what? Big deal. Big deal. And I have been an auto person throughout, trust me. I have been an auto person. I love autos. I mean, because just that travel, I am happy in that. So I took an auto and I didn't feel ashamed of it because it was need of the hour. I had to reach somewhere in time. So reaching here to this event in time was more important for me at that time rather than, okay, nahi, when cab will come, I'll go. Evening 5 also is okay. So it doesn't make sense. So this is a very small incidence probably, but you need to decide and you need to stand. When I say T is for think forward. Think forward, think ahead, don't think setbacks. Don't think failure. Starting से ही ये तो नहीं होगा. Don't start with that. Think ahead, think positive, think different. You people have something called as engineering drawing? Yes. You have? Yes. Top view, side view, front view. So it's quite possible that in a situation you are just seeing the top view, you're seeing a dot, nothing is there, nothing is there. Change the position. Look from the front view, maybe it's a line, you don't know. Change your perspective, change your position, think different and get to the solution. A is for adapt and be agile. So as I already said, adapt to the situation, be flexible, don't be rigid. It's very easy to say that ye nahi hai, wo nahi hai, I don't have resources, I don't have things. Recently, one of my friend's daughter, she got selected for Miss India. And she called me and then, while conversing, she was saying, ek problem hai. I have my final exams also and then, I'll have to apply for all those things. I said, don't look it as a problem, look at it as an opportunity. You see it as a problem? I'm seeing the top view, wow. Because I am telling her, I can see, I said, how many people actually get the chance to participate in a competition and study alongside and have support as well, monetary or otherwise, from college, from home, very less, or maybe a few. You're fortunate. So don't look at anything as a problem. The moment you say it's a problem, khatam, tata, bye-bye. It becomes a problem. So you have to look at it as something which is solvable, which is possible. When I say R, reflect and rise, this is very important. Please realize this. Self-awareness, reflection of what is happening or what has happened till date is extremely important. बहुत बोर हो रहा है क्या? Say no, please. Okay. So self-awareness, trust me, this will help you. Reflect on your own thoughts, the decisions you are about to take, and the consequences it will have, and rise to the occasion, be prepared. And at the end, empower others. When you win, when you get that position, empower others. Fly big, fly high, fly far. Don't be that frog in the well. Mera ho gaya kaam, I am happy. No. Share. Build others, build the system. Be those leaders. As I told you, be that leader who create other leaders. Be the leader who create other leaders. So when I spoke of this STARE framework, STARE, a quick call to action. I'm going to pose a question. I want you to take 1 minute, reflect upon it, and find the answers. Is it possible? No cheating. You can't do cheating because it's about your own self. So the question is, what are the 3 core values that you are built on? What are the 3 core values that you are built on? Because you people are going to build systems. Your core values builds you, and you are going to build technologies. If the foundation of the technology is strong, ethical, it has integrity, it has effectiveness, the structure which comes out is going to be very, very powerful and impactful. You all agree with that? Right. So I'm going to give you a minute. Think about it. Okay, you understand core values? All of you don't go by, हाँ तेरी core value ये है, मेरी भी वही है. So, are you able to think? Okay. You thought something about it? What could be your core values? You thought about it? Okay. Now I'm going to give you some questions and I want the answers for that. Okay, can we have the slides? Exam time. So the question, whatever the question is, it has 2 options, A and B. Okay? So you can either say yes, I mean A or B. Think through and then you can get to it.
कितने questions हैं?
कितने questions, कितने marks के? Just 3-4 questions.
3-4 questions.
Yes. I'm pretty against PPT. I mean, I'm not a PPT person. So I did prepare some slides, but I never, showed them. Just the basic PPT thing. Okay, the start one, the stair sprint. Slide 4. Yes. Sorry?
F5.
Yes. Are you ready? Hey, rote rote mat bolo re. हाँ. Yes, okay. So, can we get to the next slide, please? Your AI model is 92% accurate. With 3 more months of work, it can reach 98%. Investor says launch now, market window is small. You will launch now and improve later, delay and perfect it. A or B? How many A's? Can you raise hand? Okay, how many B? Okay, next. Scenario 2, the bias report. Your team member reports bias in your system affecting rural users. Not statistically significant. Ignore it. Follow the board. Pause and investigate. Are you sure? Why? I'll throw you out if you don't follow the board. I'm in the board. You want to lose your job? Yes. Who's this? Yes. Okay. Next. Data privacy. Your product can collect extra user data secretly. It will improve performance by 40%. Users won't know. Enable silent data collection. Stay transparent even if growth slows. Book खोल खोल के आंसर दे रहे हैं सब. Okay, what will be the answer? A or B? A. Who is A? I got one A. You meet me later. Okay. Next.
Madam,
Sir.
your permission.
Yes, please. Sir, please. Power versus integrity. You are offered a leadership role. Stay silent about a known ethical flaw. Accept role and fix internally later. Refuse and speak up. Refuse and speak up. Okay. Scenario 4. Next. 5. Human versus technology. AI can replace 30% of your workforce. Automate immediately. Reskill employees first. Okay. So see, all the answers you said, the A and B, both are correct and both are incorrect, because it's very, very situational. The answers you said were ideal. Those are ideal answers. But tomorrow, when you are in the world of technology, you are going to face integrity and ethics versus power and money. What are you going to do? That is the reason I asked you about your core values. And it's very difficult, trust me. You said that I will leave the job. You have mouths to feed at home. You have loan on your head. You don't have anything to eat. What are you going to do? Job market is in recession. What will you do? Are you still going to choose leaving the job and standing by integrity? Some may not. That is for you to decide. That's not the answer which I give. What you do, you are responsible for that. What you decide, you are going to be responsible. So the situation will not be so simple. A tick, B tick, I got 10 on 10. No. When life puts you in such situations, it's extremely tough to decide. So I want you all to work on your core values, to have that mindset that when I face a situation like this, what I am going to stand for, even if others are against it. And that is how extraordinary people are created. They are ordinary people taking strong, hard, tough decisions when no one stands by them. And I see you people doing that. Okay? So I'll just say that when resilient women build technologies, the society becomes much smarter, safer, and stronger. Jai Hind. Thank you. Thank you.